Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is an energy update. I'm going to ask a question, whatever you're thinking of. Will you hear from this person soon? Now this would be a person you want to spend some time with. I see the moon. Will you hear from the person you're hoping to spend time with? Yeah, someone here is not taking any action. This is someone who's in their head, pinned down by their thoughts. This is somebody who's in a little bit of a mood. Yeah, they're not sure. Yeah, I feel this person would like to, but I'm going to tell you the issue. It's about connecting on the emotional level. It's about coming together, seeing eye to eye. This is someone trying to keep an open mind, though, and I do think they're procrastinating, though. Yeah, I feel this is just someone pinned down by their thoughts. They're not quite ready to take action. Yeah, it has to do with harmony. Coming together in harmony. See, this person maybe feels maybe you're not right for them. Yeah. This person could be in a little bit of a mood, or it has to do with sharing their innermost self. Maybe they have a little fear of that. Let's have a look at the moon. Let me grab a different deck. Something with some size here. There we go. Let's have a look at the moon. Why is the moon here? Will you hear from this person? Yeah, so somebody, it's a crush, it's a longing for love. This person's kind of romantic, so it's romance. They're romanticizing. They're thinking romantic thoughts. Oh, does this person actually want to pin you down? Let me have a look at the Four of Swords here. Ooh, this Emperor here. This is someone who knows, yeah, they're kind of in their head, pinned down by their thoughts. They're thinking, they're analyzing. Typical Emperor energy. Yeah, it is an energy of truth. So this person could be learning, they could be, or have learned that you have a crush on them, for some of you. If there is any kind of a choice, yeah, there's a little jealousy or confrontation. I'm thinking, I don't know, if there is any kind of competition, this person might be feeling a little jealous. But I do see romance here, thinking romantic thoughts. I think this person literally wants to pin you down. I kid you not. They want to take action. Maybe you don't want to see this person right away. Maybe you do. Let's have a look at the Two of Cups. Oops, shoot. I just dropped the card. I have to pick it up because I did see it, and it was the Fool. Yeah, so this is someone here taking a leap of faith here. They're kind of reflecting on this. Now, I mean, this is romanticizing. The moon can be very romantic, but it's the mood, setting the mood. But the Fool is about taking a leap of faith. They're kind of looking before they leap. Yeah, they definitely want to reach out. They've been procrastinating reaching out. They're not sure if you reciprocate, or maybe that you feel the same. I don't know. They're in their head, pinned down by their thoughts. But I kid you not, this person's having very romantic thoughts. And I do believe they literally want to pin you down. This person could be a little on the domineering side. Let's have a look at the Five of Wands. Why is this here? What's the Five of Wands about? Yeah, positive energy. Reason to celebrate. It's all about home. Sleeping together. Spending the night. They're fantasizing. But they are literally quite domineering, this person. Yeah, and they also don't want to look like a fool. This is another thing. They don't want to look like a fool if they reach out and you're maybe not as interested as they maybe think you are. They're very analytical. Yeah, they're very interested. See, they're not sure if you're as interested as they are, or what your interest is, or, oh, tell me more about this Emperor. Oh, their cup runneth over. See, an offer, an invitation. They want to invite you over, or maybe they're hoping that you're going to invite them over. This person wants to reach out. I mean, they are an Emperor. They have structure. This is someone who generally speaks truth. So maybe it's somebody here who is either has been seeking truth and pinned down by their thoughts, but it's very possible there's something this person has learned. I mean, their cup is overflowing, but it has to do with, see those romantic feelings? It's about connecting emotionally. Ooh, this person, they are, I'm going to tell you, they are someone who generally doesn't come across as the most emotional person. But I would have to say internally with the moon, this person is, yeah, it's all about this romantic feelings here. Their cup just overflows, but it's an offer, an invitation to a home. I think this person's kind of, they got a lot going on in their head. And I wonder if this person's wondering if there's any kind of competition. If there is, they're probably jealous. But I feel this energy is taking action, going after what they want, taking a leap of faith. See, going to get what they want. But like I say, it looks like an invitation to a home. Yeah. Do you think this is someone who's in a hurry too? They feel like hurrying up momentum, but it's possible that maybe you have a choice. I don't know if it's choice. It's just, I feel it's just feeling overwhelmed, want to hurry up. It is about communicating. They want to talk. I feel there needs to be a conversation. But you know what I feel? They're less talk, more action. That's what's going on here. Oh my goodness, this person. I get emperors make it happen. So like I say, I mean, it could be romantic, giving flowers, doing something to get your attention. Maybe that's what it is. But let me have a look at the Fool here. You know, they take a little pause, checking things out. They're looking at things from a different perspective. Maybe this is somebody seeing you checking someone else out or vice versa. A little jealousy. Could be for some. But it's all about their perspective. See, I'm going to tell you, this is a person just going to go for it. They're going to just reach out. They're pushing through that fear. They know they need to hurry up. So it's possible this is someone who maybe knows, has learned. Maybe there is some competition here. But this person, they are so in that, like, I mean, it's about being romantic, connecting on the emotional level. They're not the most emotional. So I don't know what this person's doing. Tell me about the King of Swords. What are they learning? Let's see. Oh, they know that this is the Empress. Somebody very sexy and sensuous. Somebody who's open, available. It's the start of something. It's about getting this going. I don't know if there's obstacles or challenges in the way, but I'm going to tell you, oh, I see what it is. This person likes a challenge. They like a challenge. Yeah. I mean, I see teasing, goofing around, kidding around. So I don't think it's jealousy for most of you. Certainly not anything like that. In fact, this has to do with a home, a house, a foundation. And that Ace of Cups is an offer, an invitation. They want to offer you this. They want to invite you over. But I also feel, I mean, it is this sexy, very sensuous kind of, this person's, they're fantasizing. They're laying there at night thinking about this. Yeah, let's have a look at this. I feel it's all about having to communicate. See, they need to communicate. Yeah, I feel this is, and I mean, they could be kind of a little confused or not sure if you, somebody who's fairly open-minded too, which is interesting, but I wonder if this person's not sure you're interested in them for sure. But I see a little test. I see something to do with time and interest. Yeah, they're just going to reach out here. Yeah, look at this person. Yeah, they're interested too. See, it's all about getting your attention, reaching out, reciprocity, being generous. See, this person can be quite generous. This actually goes here. I mean, they're looking at things from a different perspective here. So, yeah, it's all about interest. It's about investing. Investing emotionally. This emperors are generally not the most. This person's very masculine, very charming. They know what they want. Yeah, they know what they want. I feel, I mean, it could be just someone who's been checking you out or you've been checking them out, vice versa. I mean, it's right here. Looking at each other, looking away, looking into each other's eyes. This person's kind of visualizing how this could play out. This is heavy duty fantasizing. Tell me about the Empress, but it's about starting it. It's all about getting it started because they do feel like they need to hurry up, but it starts with communication. It's about communicating. Yeah, spending time together. I kid you not, they fantasize of doing it together, maybe both of you. But it is spending time together. This person has a very graphic imagination. But there it is. I mean, it's all about spending time together first, you see. This is the thing. I feel this is somebody here who's... I mean, I do feel they're very mature. It's an emperor. They have control of themselves, I'm sure. But that's what I feel. It's about not rushing into this, like spending a little bit of time together first. It's almost like they're planning here. Tell me more about the Three of Pentacles. See the things you have in common. Yeah, see? This is that connecting emotional. They want to offer you this cup. I think this person already knows. Yeah, somebody's emotionally available. They know you're emotionally available or just mature. Yeah, it's all about being open. See, it's about reciprocating. Yeah, I feel they know. Yeah, they can't stop thinking about you. This person, it's almost like a little bit of obsession, but, you know, they're just thinking about this over and over again. They're looking at how this will play out. This is why I feel. They're kind of looking at how this will play out. I do think they're going to reach out. If you reciprocate, this person will be, I do see talking. I do see you getting, definitely they're going to be communicating. Yeah, I see the King and Queen of Wands. See, this is an energy of this person thinking, checking each other out. Yeah, there's definitely this, the King and Queen of Wands are very passionate. So there's this very passionate energy, this attraction. So you've been checking each other out, but I feel it's beyond that point for some of you, because this is like waiting for this person. I feel like you're waiting. The Queen of Cups waits for someone to reciprocate, offer an invitation. Tell me about the communication. Yeah, see, just see, they're thinking really happy stuff here. They're just sort of visualizing how this will play out. That's what I feel more than anything. I do think this person needs not to rush into things, spend some time together, get to know each other, compatibility, see, learning about the things you have in common. But yeah, they really do. They can't get you out of their head. Yeah, these are definitely energies of two people are very passionate, very focused, ambitious. Two people who often just go after what they want. If this is someone comparing you to someone else, I hope not. But it doesn't feel that way. It feels like energy, but there's definitely nothing that compares, put it that way. But it's really more about, see, there's a lot of thinking about the physical, doing it together, but it's all about connecting on the emotional level, spending time together, getting comfortable. See, two people teaming up. See, your house, their house, whatever it may be. So I don't feel like it's someone comparing. No, it's just somebody procrastinating, whether or not if they reach out, if you will. They don't want to look like a fool. So in other words, this is somebody and they don't want to assume anything. So those of you who haven't really connected with this person, you haven't, maybe you've just checked each other out. I mean, there could be where you've had a conversation. They might be looking at that, thinking about that conversation if you've talked or connected at some point. But some of you, it's all about connecting on the emotional level, seeing eye to eye. Two people look into each other, kind of looking away. But yeah, I feel like there's just a little bit of charm here from both of you. Yeah, so that's definitely someone who finds someone physically attractive. I think both of you, I think you're thinking of each other. Little fantasizing possibly, how this will play out, where it'll go. Yeah. Justice is here too. See, it's all about doing things just right. It's all about harmony. Yeah, confirmation. See, just right, justice, harmony. Whether you're right for each other, but it has to do with where this will likely go, and that's what they're doing. They're looking before they leap. They're taking a leap of faith. See, taking a risk. So this is somebody here kind of looking at the risk that if they reach out, maybe you won't be interested, or if they invite you over, it's about going there, right? They do think about doing it a lot. There's a lot of fantasizing, but they think very happy, very positive. But this is someone who needs to just kind of, the Emperor has to make it happen. They have to put themselves out there. You know, lay all the cards on the table here. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, see, a little test. They're going to reach out, a little test. Yeah, see, it's all about chemistry too. No, it's looking, if you've already connected, there's some chemistry. It's very passionate too. You're both very passionate in that energy, but tell me more about Temperance here. They need to be patient. See, this is someone who's been thinking about this maybe for so long here that when you connect, they're going to be in a big hurry. They have to be patient. Yeah, see the two of you connecting. Yeah. Seeing eye to eye, see just right. See, it's all about the emotional and the physical. And I think they're just sort of looking, preparing themselves, see, getting prepared. It's all about preparing to reach out, preparing to what comes next kind of energy, like how this is all going to play out. So some people do that, you know. This person, I mean, they're so in their head. They're so in their head, literally. But their cup runneth over. They know what they need to do. They need to offer you the cup. They need to tell you how they feel, because that's what I feel like you want. I'm telling you, they're in their feels. They're not this is somebody who often isn't very good at that, but practice makes perfect. Tell me more about the King of Rods. Yeah, see the emotion. See, that's what it is. Sharing feelings, emotions. This person is someone who does long for love, but wow. I mean, they're looking at how this will all play out. I'm going to tell you, this person looks forward to seeing you. If you've already connected once and had a conversation and maybe talked about a bunch of things, I do think that conversation that you may have had, they're thinking about that. That's why I feel they're not 100% sure you feel the same way, or if you're as interested, they think they know that. Yeah, it's like they think they know that you're in your feels, right? That you're interested emotionally. But this person definitely knows what's, it's all about planning and preparing, getting prepared emotionally. Yeah. Yeah, this is somebody, and maybe the first time you connected, this person wasn't prepared or ready to share feelings and emotions, but looks like this is what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you, this person looks forward to seeing you. Tell me more about justice. See, it's all about harmony and balance. See, it's all about what's expected. Yeah, it's all about what you're expecting, what they're expecting. See, it's all about letting go of the expectations and just kind of both of you kind of just go with the flow and kind of see where this goes. Yeah. So no expectation. So if they invite you over, this is what they're thinking too. If they invite you over, that you're going to think that that's all that they want, that they're interested in, and it's not true. They can be quite romantic. And I do think they're looking, should this be, if I invite them, or should I make this romantic, or, they're just thinking about all of it, how it'll play out, what's expected, but they don't expect anything. They won't expect that from you. Yeah. Not like they don't want it. So if you were to offer it to them, of course, right? Yeah. No, I feel like I say, both two people who know their worth and value. Yeah, it's all about self-respect. So they are someone, it's being respectful, but yeah. And it's funny because it's almost like I get this vibe of this person when they're thinking about this. They get a little overwhelmed. Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, it is about inviting you over and, or vice versa. But yeah, I do think you've been checking, some of you, you've just checked each other out. You've had a conversation. Maybe they live near you or something. It's not really showing any place, but, yeah, and I do think they've been back and forth in their head. Should or shouldn't I? Or should I do something planned, something romantic, or what? Like they don't know. They don't know. They're in their head. But tell me more about the Eight of Swords. Yeah, see, they have to tame the beast. They need to. This is someone trying to get out of their head. They can't get you out of their head. Now, if you've already been there with this person, they definitely look forward to seeing you again. They know what's expected is connecting emotionally, telling someone how they feel emotionally. See, putting all the cards on the table. This person's not very good at putting themselves out there that way. Yeah, and I can see it. It's an emperor. They aren't always. But when the two of you are alone, when it's just the two of you, I don't think this person will have a problem. It's like they just need to prepare emotionally. Yeah. They're hoping for the best. They feel very, very positive about it. Yeah, see, they're thinking about that. It's everything they could ever want here. But they also look at it as kind of like, you might not be interested in him in that way. They don't expect anything, though. They have expectations that they'd like, but they don't expect anything. Yeah, if they were to take you on a date or something, they don't expect that, but yeah, they want it. Yeah, see, it's all about romantic. They're just keeping all these feelings to themselves here. See, it's all about the connecting on emotional level. They're trying to ground, I love this, they're trying to ground themselves too, see, and be practical. They're trying to get out of their head. Yeah, this is all about preparing. See, they're getting themselves prepared. They might even be doing something at their home if they invite you over. Well, they're planning it all out. I mean, that's typical King of Pentacles energy too. And it all depends who you're dealing with. But, I mean, a King of Pentacles is someone who likes to plan ahead and prepare. Yeah, see, what goes on between you stays between you. Privacy. See, it's all about their private thoughts too. Invading their private thoughts here. But with the High Priestess, this is about privacy, what goes on between you. So they have respect. Yeah. I think we've got two people going to couple up here. It all depends on where you're at. I mean, I feel like you will regardless, but I don't know whether you've actually had a connection. See, I feel that they look forward to seeing you again. But this person definitely wants to avoid any complications, or they want to avoid any issues. So it's really about communicating about it too, having that conversation. Yeah. But they are taming the beast within themselves. See, self-control, confidence. Yeah, they feel pretty confident. I do think this person feels pretty confident here. Interested that way. It's not like this person wouldn't want to be with you if you didn't. But yeah, they don't really expect anything. But yeah, I mean, they know what's expected too. Like I say, they're looking at how it plays out. You come together, you spend some time, you talk, a little romance, whatever it is they're planning. Yeah, I mean, they just really look forward to another opportunity, but they know what's expected. They'll have to tell you, share feelings, emotions. They really do see the bigger picture. This person, there's somebody who does that. But another thing that I was seeing too with the King of Swords, this is someone with a fair bit of experience. They have a lot of experience, right? But it's trying something different. Oh my gosh. All depends how much time you spent with this person. But yeah, I'm going to have to say, yes, you will hear from this person at some point, especially if you've already made that connection. Okay? Yeah. And those of you who have, you will. It is basically next level energy, sharing feelings. But they are weighing the pros and the cons, whether they should like how this will play out. They want to be very careful. They don't want to look like a fool and assume. They don't want to assume anything. They don't want you to assume that if they ask you out on a date, or they invite you over and, they do something a little romantic. I do think they're going to keep it fairly simple, but yeah, I think they're preparing their home. I do think this person's preparing. I really do. King of Pentacles, prepare. They are someone who prepares. See, it's about them hosting at your house or at their house. See, your house, their house, but I do think it's them. Yeah, it's all about being comfortable. I feel this person's quite comfortable being friends first. Yeah, they're very good at that, but yeah, they have a lot of self-control. They're mature, but yeah, they have some experience. But it's all about the two of you sharing some experiences, talking, communicating, connecting. I'm going to be honest about this person too, and I just about miss this. This person likes to make that mental connection first. They like to talk, maybe even talk about some deep things. I feel very simple at first again, right? But yeah, they like to talk. They like to talk. But they can be quite emotional. So, wow, this person's interesting. I didn't expect this at all. But yeah, see, next level, love, the physical connection. So yeah, I think you'll just go with the flow and kind of see what happens. This person might even plan to spend a day with you and do things. But like I say, there's going to be you're going to have a talk with this person. They're going to communicate, make the offer. They know they're the ones that they have to be the one to make it happen. I do think they are planning and preparing, but it's about putting all the cards on the table. So yeah, but they are, wow, big time fantasizing, like very detailed. So just so you know, take care. Bye for now.